The reason to look for an explanation for the number of men is because of the impossibility of the number in Numbers 1:46. When 603,550 is divided by 22,273, the result is over 27. 27 males per couple, or 54 children per couple. This number does not even include the number of persons under 20, and some studies show that this could be as much as 40% of ancient populations. In our Arabic numbering system, the number of Israelite men 20 years and older is given as 603,550. But that is not how numbers were written in Hebrew. They wrote the numbers as words. 600,000 and 3,550. The Hebrew word eleph can mean thousand or group or leader. Colin Humphreys proposed that eleph means group in the case of the number of Israelites. However, a census is a counting of people. A group is not a person or type of person. It is unlikely to be what is meant by eleph. David Rohl proposed a better idea, that eleph means a commander or a leader. To differentiate the eleph for a commander instead of 1,000, the word eleph should be used. When taking a census of the number of men in the army, either of these meanings could be used. The computer program will check the figures to see if one or the other or both words apply. Taking a close look at the numbers given of the military groups, we come to some conclusions. We need to understand the term eleph can mean something other than 1,000. It could mean clan or chief. In literal translations, examples show that chief is a good choice. Judges 12:6, so that the time 42,000 from Ephraim fell. That should read, and there fell at that time of Ephraim 42 chiefs. 1 Kings 20:30, but the rest fled to Aphek into the city, and the wall fell on 27,000 men who were left. The literal reading is, and those left flee to Aphek unto the city, and the wall falleth on 20 men and 7 chief men who are left. 1 Samuel 6:19. Now he fatally struck some of the men of Beth Shemesh, because they looked into the ark of the Lord. He struck 50,070 men among the people. This can be translated as, and he smiteth among the men of Beth Shemesh, for they had looked into the ark of Jehovah. Yea, he smiteth among the people 70 men, 50 chief men. I'll just go over a few of these. They are basically the same. 2 Chronicles 17:14, and with him 300,000 valiant warriors. But the literal translation of this is, and with him mighty ones of valor, 300 chiefs. 2 Chronicles 17:15, and next to him was Johanan, the commander, and with him 280,000. And at his hand is Johanan, the head, and with him 280 chiefs. In all the others, we can see that 100,000 is translated as 100 chiefs. To start off, let's define all elephs as commanders and see what we get. When elephs are taken to be individuals, the total number of fighting men totals only 6,148. This is far too few, as the total number of males of all ages would be less than the 22,273 firstborn males. Next, we will try a calculation that has only one of the elephs as 1,000 and all the others as commanders. At least one eleph must be 1,000, for according to the second census, Numbers 31:4, send into battle 1,000 men from each of the tribes of Israel. If 2 of the elephs are taken to be thousands, we get a greater proportion of males that are not firstborn. There are then about 30,000 men available to fight. What is the greatest number of men that could form fighting divisions using all available elephs? This means for each eleph taken for 1,000 men, plus one additional commander must be available, plus 10 more commanders to lead each division of 100 men. Joshua must have had at least 35,000 men, as Joshua 8:3 shows. He chose 30,000 of his best fighting men and sent them out at night, plus an additional 5,000 set up an ambush on the other side of Ai. One interesting thing in this calculation is the number of Israelite fighting men increased between censuses. Starting off with one eleph of each tribe equaling 1,000, because there are over 1,500 males between 25 and 50 years of age. This gives around 4,000 total Levites, with total men and women as shown. 2 and 3 elephs set to 1,000 does not give realistic numbers. When all elephs are set to 1,000, we can see that 22,000 Levite results in the number of Levites 25 to 50 equaling 39% of the male population. This represents a very low but possible growth rate. We see the total population numbers, which results when the maximum possible elephs means 1,000, and there is one chief per 100 men and one per 1,000 men. The numbers for the army are idealized and were probably lower. There would not have been 100 men for every commander of hundreds, nor 1,000 for every commander of thousands. This table estimates the median lifespan to be 27 years before 1900. Other sources claim ancient lifespans were from 33 to 35 years. The table on this page shows that the number of persons under 15 years of age was 36% of the population. So my earlier claim that the number of firstborn under 20 years is 40% is a conservative estimate. Here is a sample population pyramid for the population of Pakistan in 2020. The population is broken down in 5-year tiers. I averaged 12 different population pyramids to make a generic one. This may be a model of the population distribution that the Israelites possessed at the time of the first census. The values are extrapolated from the male population between 20 and 55 years of age. The population model is extrapolated from the male Levite population from 25 to 50 years of age, where that segment of the population is 39% of the total male Levite population. This indicates a pyramid model of almost no growth. A population model of low growth is used to model the general population for the 39 years of living in the wilderness. The same low growth model is used for the growth of the Levites for the 39 years in the wilderness. The year tiers of the Levites represent 25 to 50 years of age. One question on my theory is, why do I count only chiefs of thousands and chiefs of hundreds, but not chiefs of 50s or chiefs of tens? That is because chiefs of thousands and chiefs of hundreds are only testified in the book of Numbers, where the census is written. Listed here are the 4 verses. Let us go over an example of how to figure out the number of fighting men of, say, the tribe of Reuben, the first census. Numbers 10:10. The sons of Reuben are 6 and 40,500, i.e. 46 eleph and 500 men. Thus 5 elephs are needed to command the 500 men, leaving 46 minus 5, 41 elephs. 41 is divisible by 12 3 times, leaving a remainder of 5. There are 33 aleph needed to command the 3,000 men, 1 per 1,000 and 1 per 100. Of the remaining 5 alephs, one could command the unit of 500 men. The result is there would be 3,500 men commanded by 39 alephs, with 4 extra alephs not having any command. You're welcome to try to do this with any other census in any other tribe, and you will find that it works every time.